Rich Julian, I'm the PBA president. I'm not going to be as tactful as Mr. Serra. I can't believe, Dr. Kern, you made those statements. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Who are you to say that the leadership in the police and fire departments, Beach Patrol, isn't capable of rising to that chief? I'm paraphrasing, that's not exactly what you said, but you alluded to what Ms. Blumenthal said a couple months ago. I trust those guys with my life. They give me a direction, they give me an order. I know that they're doing it because their experience, they know this town, they know the job. Who are you to say that they're not? Especially because Ms. Blumenthal hired a public safety director who you don't know anything about him. According to public safety director, what he's told me, that he got that phone call not too far ahead of when he actually got that hiring. And yet, this time has gone by, and now you single-handedly are applauding the job he's done. What has he done? Tell me what you're basing that on.
He's still here. After all the barbs and all the arrows, the gentleman is here. He's in charge, and he has assured us, he has assured me, that Brigantine is safe.
Was it not safe before him?
Of course it was safe before.
And it was the people that are still in the department that are that are eligible for that leadership rank.
The only people that I know of who have said that it's not safe, by implication, have been members of the department.
Well, you're going to have to share that to me because I've never heard that.
I'll share it with you.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I'm going to ask, would you share me I think it was $161,000 savings? Share that with me, please, because I don't see that either.
Okay, no problem.
I mean, because I did ask you for that back in, what was it, 8 months ago?
Well, I'm sorry, I haven't heard from you about it. You know, I wasn't withholding anything.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said I wasn't purposely withholding anything. I haven't heard about it until again tonight.
You made a comment about the videographer not taking pictures of, the police and fire members that are here. Trust me, they take a lot of pictures when we're out there doing our job. They've taken a lot of pictures of all the guys that have been in that department for 20, 24 years doing their job throughout the years. I
just wanted the people at home to know what the audience was like here in the chambers.
Let me ask, I don't remember, maybe you said it, Ms. Blumenthal, about that or maybe Dr. Kern, about the decision to hire Mr. Howard was under duress?
Yes.
Are you still under duress?
And what I mean by that is that the week before Memorial Day, an article appeared in the press of Atlantic City implying that Brigantine, because it did not have chiefs, was not safe. That was the definite implication of that article, and it appeared the week before Memorial Day.
Okay, and not to take away from the death of Chief Holt, great man, and everyone who's still reeling from Superstorm Sandy, including my family's houses on North Shore Drive. But are you still under duress? Are we?
No, I believe that we've moved. At that point, what Councilman Kern was saying is what happened. It was on that Friday. The departments did make a lot of statements to the paper, and the mayor said, too, he was disheartened by me not making a decision. So I got on the phone with the Labor Council that weekend, asked what we could do to move ahead, and that's why the decision was made for the interim. But I did mention at the last meeting, and I brought it up myself, that I had told you personally and everybody else that in September I'd be making a decision. But since that time, there's been a lot of talk about changing the form of government to a commissioner form of government. In a commissioner form of government, which is different than this form of government, the commissioners select the chief. Now, if I'm selecting the chief and commissioners get in, I don't think that's fair, because a chief cannot be removed except to indict the person. So I think when you're making a long-term plan on a very important position as a director or a superintendent of public works, as a chief of fire, as a chief of police, if we know that the government and the leadership is going to change within a year period of time, I should not be making what I would be looking at as a lame duck decision. So,
well, but you could correct me if I'm wrong.
In fact, I think I could be wrong, but I think in our neighboring city, the outgoing administration is naming the chief of police at the present time.
They do. I just don't find that fair. I don't like to tie any new people's hands when they're coming.
I'm sorry, I only get 5 minutes. I don't want to go
over.
Sorry about that. You could be voted out any time. You have to make decisions that are going to affect the future. That's one more question. I'm out of here. Mr. Palillo, you mentioned the Class 2s. Now, is it your solution for, part of your solution for budgetary reasons to replace full-time officers with Class 2 police officers?
Well, through attrition, we have to look at all measures that we can take, and certainly Class 2s through attrition to supplement what would be the permanent staff needed to supplement, the summer increased traffic. That certainly is something that I'm in favor of looking at, yes.
Okay, because, replacing officers full-time with Class 2s is illegal. I'm sure you know that.
Did I properly answer your question?
I'm making a statement now. Okay? Thank you.